What's going on, guys? This is Aaron with Departures Capital. We're here with William Trainer, the CEO of Vicinity Motor Corp. How are you doing today, William?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Yes, excited to have you back. So it's been a little while since we last spoke. Can you give our viewers an update on the business and how everything is going with you guys?
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's been busy. We have a massive backlog of buses we're delivering on right now. Over 50 million will be delivered by the end of Q2. Our bid team is also extremely active right now. Our company's been around since 2008, but the recent momentum we've experienced is unlike anything else in our history. We've received orders for 15 Vicinity Lightning buses, and we have RFPs outstanding for many more. I think we're very excited. We're well positioned for the growth mode we're in.
Awesome. So yeah, just to build on that, the company, announced that $6 million contract for 15 buses, expected delivery in 2022. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, this order was from one of our Canadian customers, and again, it was for CNG buses. We're seeing a lot of compressed natural gas orders recently. In fact, we've had over 32 orders in the past 30 days alone. CNG is very interesting because it's considered a near zero emissions. So it's an extremely clean burning engine. It's a great alternative to transit authorities that are transitioning towards 100% electric vehicles.
Awesome to hear. So now when it comes to the States, you guys were selected for Washington's statewide contract. What does that mean for the company?
Oh, that's big. It means validation and acceptance of our products. A lot of RFPs that are coming out of the U.S. are managed by the states, the state contracts alone. This allows for all transit agencies in that state really to buy off of one contract. Our Vicinities were selected as part of the Washington state contract, and this win really is part of our overall U.S. strategy. We've been qualified now for New Mexico, Iowa, Georgia, and we're working on many more to come. We need to build a massive backlog of sales. We'll be opening our Washington State facility later this year and be up and running by Q1 2022. It has a capacity of 1,000 units per year. And now with this statewide contract in Washington, our sales teams can get in there and actually start taking orders to fulfill that factory. Nice thing about the Washington State contract is it allows Oregon to purchase off of it as well.
Yeah, that's very exciting for you guys. So let's talk a little bit about competition now. I know there's a lot of interest in this space. Is there any competition for you guys in the marketplace, and what sets you guys apart?
Well, there's always competition in the market. What sets us apart is I think, we've built our buses really from the ground up as purpose-built vehicles with the customers in mind. They're very competitively priced, and we offer a very strong sales support, after-sales support. In Canada, we maintain about a 90% market domination in our core mid-size product range. Traditionally, 90% of our revenue comes from the Canadian side. We need to flip that around and really get the majority of our revenue coming from the U.S. And that's why we've really initiated an aggressive USA expansion. And to get the results, if you follow some of our recent news releases, we strengthened our sales network by adding the ABC Group to our dealer network. They're a real powerhouse in the U.S. They're actually right across all of the U.S., but particularly on the West Coast, they have 3 mega locations in the West Coast alone. So we really look at them as being, an extension of us down there. They really align themselves well with what our core beliefs are. You have to really look after the customer. You can get out there and get the first order, but you want to get those repeat orders. You really got to look after the customer and provide parts, service, and to keep your momentum and keep the gain coming.
Definitely. So what's the one thing you're most excited about for Vicinity Motor Corp in the next 12 months?
Well, really, there's two. One is getting the Washington State facility finished, but really, the most exciting thing is really our Vicinity Lightning EVs. We got 25 in production right now. We should have 5 of them ready to go out for demonstrator units and some testing in June. The customers have just been lining up to see that product, and we really need to get them out. The first 5 we have coming in, we've really got, one for a demonstrator unit here in Canada. We got 2 for the US, 1 for the East Coast, 1 for the West Coast. One's got to go get some range testing, some EPA range testing done. And then the other one, we really want to get it down to the Altoona test grounds and get it in the queue to get the testing completed, so that when we're bidding a lot of these U.S. contracts, because the EV industry is quite new, they allow you to complete the test and actually provide the Altoona test as part of your delivery acceptance.
Sounds like quite the exciting year you guys got ahead of you. So talking about the electric vehicle market, now that we're on that topic, what are your thoughts on it, over the next 12 months, and how are you guys positioned for that?
Well, as I said earlier, I think we're really positioned well. The industry's really exploded for the demand for the electric vehicles. We're seeing interest level coming from everywhere, both in the U.S. and on the Canadian side. But really, I think what's changed a lot is, the government funding and incentives have really created a massive tailwind. And in, a lot of cases here is outpacing the demand for how fast you can produce the product. And, we're in a very, very strong position to deliver product, one with our factory down in the US coming on stream. But the other thing that I think we've really done to align ourselves and compete in that EV space is, you really got to go down and really look at what our EV is, what the model is, how we produce this vehicle. You can take a look at it and see it on our website. But for a quick roundup about what it is we've aligned ourselves more with what the automotive industry is doing. The automotive industry, when the automotive industry sets their sights on building a new product, they put 1 million vehicles in their mind. And the automotive industry builds the components really for that type of volume. So the pricing is very competitive. So by us aligning ourselves with the automotive industry standards, it's allowed us to develop the product and to get off-the-shelf components that keep the price super competitive. And in most instances, when we're looking at some of our pricing, I'll use the New Mexico bid, one of the recent bids that we've seen. We were, if you take a look at where we want to enter our vehicle in the marketplace, $350,000 US dollars. A lot of the competition was $650,000 to $700,000 because they're using a lot of the commercial application components. Where with the automotive industry, we really took ours and we designed our power distribution unit and our battery management unit. That's all built in-house by us. So that is really what sets us aside and allows us to go out there and buy these automotive quality, high quality components and keep the price competitive. But also, I think when we get ours out here and we can actually get it out and the customers can actually take a look at it and see it, they're going to be able to see that we embedded our batteries in the low floor section of the bus. Putting them in there gives a very low center of gravity. It's almost like a skateboard effect, if you want to call it as such. The batteries in the automotive industry are usually around 400 volts. And that allowed us to put an onboard charger on it, much like Tesla does. So when you buy the vehicle from us, you buy it it comes with the cord. And that'll allow a lot of people just to plug it into their standard outlets. When you look at the grid here in North America, we want to develop ours to be able to go in and charge really in any residential type home or application. So it's 240 volt. Single phase power, and that's what's going to be key. So the customers that are going to be buying ours can charge it at any location. Where on the commercial side, with the higher voltage, you need 3-phase power, and that's very costly to bring in. So that in itself is really, I think, going to set us aside. Also, we developed ours to come out with hydraulic brakes. So now any driver can drive it. If you look at, our heavy duty vehicles have air brakes on them. That requires a commercial air brake license to drive it. Now, for our electric vehicle coming out with the hydraulic brakes, it makes it very easy for the consumer to buy it and put their drivers on it. So we're just extremely excited about, the product that we've got, entering it into the marketplace and really getting it out there to that customer base.
Very exciting. Thank you for those updates. So where's the best place for investors to find out more information about the company, or where should they go?
Well, you can always look on our look at our website, or really go to IR at grandewest.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, William. I know we've got more videos on the way. We will do more updates, so I look forward to that.
Great. Thanks so much for having me today.
All right, guys, that wraps up the video. Thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to say, if you do support me, the channel, and all these videos, then kindly smash that like button along with hitting the subscribe button and the bell for notifications for future videos. I did also want to say, check the disclaimer down below. This video was sponsored by the company that we are talking about today. So check the disclaimer, full disclosure, and we're out of here. Always remember, guys, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you make your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.